What's up, everyone? It is me, the Datress, and with me today I have
AMJ Productions.
Yes. So this is my first episode of a series I wanted to do, or what to do, and it's called Will It Work? So what this is, just a quick rundown or basis, is as you can see here, I've taken a recent Affinity collection to the VX camcorders by Sony. Coming from like a skateboard background, when I was skating all the time, me and my buddies, friends, or whatever, I couldn't afford this. You know, early 2000s, this was $3,000. These were $3,000 camcorders, MSRP. So
this one in particular as well, big one.
Yep.
For you.
Couldn't afford them, so I had to use other camcorders, and always wanted one. And now, in the year 2022, they are semi-affordable. So. Yeah, I've recently been able to acquire some of these and collect them and just have some fun with it. But the point of this is what I've noticed through the collecting aspect. Some of these are popping up on eBay, and a lot of the sellers are people who are acquiring them from estate sales, storage units, you know, like storage lockers and stuff like that, who have no emotional attachment to a camcorder like this and are just looking to flip and get some quick money out of these. So in the past, some of the ones that I have got off of eBay have been listed as for parts are not working, when in all actuality, maybe 90% of it does work. Yep. So for instance, a common problem with them is the tape mechanism will go out. Right. And that's normal. Over time, they just do. But people who are using these in this day and age don't really care about the tape. No. Because they can hook up a digital, you know, converter aspect to it.
Digital recording device. Rather than, you know, having to worry about the tape. And it just makes it like any modern day digital camera. So not only from not having to worry about tapes and buying them,
but on the conversion aspect after the fact, when you would transfer a tape to the computer, if it was a 60-minute tape, you had to transfer in real time, which was 60 minutes. Yep. So the tape mechanism, while increases the value, isn't necessarily the most important. Just needs to power on. AVs, the firewire out.
Especially in the modern skateboard scene. Where
skateboarding specific.
Or action sports in general, a lot of people are going digital. I mean, for us, you know, or me specifically, I want the tape mechanism to work because that's the
nostalgia of it's cool.
Exactly. But it's not a necessity. And most of these people list them as parts that are not working when, in all actuality, it's there for most people.
It has enough
that's working to make it a good purchase.
So, I've noticed that, you know, for just kind of like a collecting standpoint, it's cool because you're catching a good deal on something sometimes, and it can make somebody a good deal. So you don't have to necessarily trust that when they say it's parts not working, you know, it's a gamble, but they're not all not working. Or if it's just the tape mechanism, you can understand that
there's workarounds.
So that was kind of the first thing, this Will It Work series. I thought it would be fun and show you guys some of my eBay, Craigslist offer up finds that I acquire, and I open them on camera and see, will they work?
Yes. Exactly.
Will it work?
Yeah.
So,
without further ado.
Think?
Yeah, I think so. I think we got, this is the first episode, we got this is the first one. Really cool one.
Came off of eBay, and the seller had this one for $89.95, or best offer, free shipping. So I offered 10 bucks off, what the heck, $79.99, and he accepted the offer. So with tax, it was $87.59. Right. Now, before this series, before I started doing this, I had already bought some camcorders and had been messing around, obviously. So the last, this is a VX2000 inside the box. The last one that I had got that I sold with everything working except for the tape mechanism, I sold on eBay for $195. So, if I get lucky, could be a double up or something. Some money. And if not,
But there's I think there's other reasons for this camcorder that we'll hopefully see.
Potential
that you guys will.
Yeah,
we'll see.
There's another thing that I want to do, but I haven't quite got into it fully, and that's working on them or fixing. I know some light
taking it apart,
swapping some parts,
but
yeah, super intensive or labor intensive works. I haven't got into that. But
either way, let's open this up. Let's show you guys.
Yes. So this was listed as parts not working.
Right.
And the seller said that they got it from like an electronics surplus, and I don't know exactly how they acquire their electronics, but regardless, no emotional attachment. It had a battery, but he said no. In the pictures, it has a battery, and you'll see that. In the listing, it said that there were no accessories included, so there's no power supply, none of that stuff.
Right.
And the listing also said since he didn't have a power supply, he couldn't properly test it.
That was the big thing.
Yep. And that could be true.
Right.
They don't have a power supply. They don't want to invest in one. There's no way to test it, just listed as parts not working.
Especially with an old camcorder like this, old technology.
Some of these people don't want to fool with it.
Exactly.
They don't want to fool with the time. They're getting so much stuff through these liquidations that it's just get it in, and move it as quickly as possible. So
anyways.
Yes!
Let's get into this.
Okay.
Nice amount of bubble wrap.
Yep.
That's good.
Packaged well.
Oh, I'm already...
Yeah. So first thing I'll show you guys right out of the box. The tape door is open.
Is that?
I'll do some product shots. I'm not gonna manipulate it in any way, but first overall impressions.
Can I just say? So
yes.
What I was alluding to about this is the first.
Yes.
This is the first one that we've had that has these stickers on it, and I gotta say that is that's a beauty. This is probably this is our best one as a collecting standpoint. This is our best VX2000 that we've had.
Yeah.
So to finally see one with the stickers on it, and they're perfect. I mean, they're like not peeling at all.
Yeah, it sounds kind of silly, but I kind of want one that looks as close to factory fresh. You know, I'm kind of a completionist on these. I want them from a video game background. You know, some of the video game collectors, they want their stuff complete in box, and that's the same thing with me. My 2000, you're seeing the camera here, but I have the box, the manuals, 2100. I'm sorry, yeah, 2100. I've got that one complete in box. It's pretty sick. But anyways,
so yeah,
I mean, cosmetically, first, this side looks good.
This side, even this other side looks pretty good. I can see, you know, there's some scratches right up here. The biggest thing I noticed, it looks like it's probably still functioning, but there is a crack on the viewfinder plastic.
Yeah. Okay,
like
so we'll show that.
It was chipped off. Yeah, we can show that with a product shot. Opening it up, I guess. LCD, dirty, but it's clean. It's also, it's nice. Like it feels smooth, but not like it's wiggling at all, which is great.
The lens hood shows a lot of scratching and wear to it.
Yeah, but that's very common,
yeah,
sadly, on a lot of these lens hoods because of whatever rubber it is.
And it's not an expensive replace if somebody cares, but you know, people are buying these to use them. You know, if you're going to be filming skateboarding and etc., you don't, or action sports, you don't need it to be in the best condition. If you don't want it to be, and you just need it to function. So
yeah, lens is dirty, but luckily to my eyes, no scratches whatsoever. It's just dirty, needs cleaned, and nothing underneath the lens at all. It's just on top, which is great.
So we'll go through some. Want to go through some basic tests?
Let's real quick though talk about maybe accessories.
Okay, sure.
Real quick, because I think it will be important to certain things. Battery, firstly, just a normal L series, little tiny one, the
330.
The 330.
Yep.
I found this interesting. It's got a memory stick, only 4 meg, but that might be interesting to see. You can actually place that off to the side. But when the door was open, I did notice this. There is a tape inserted. So So we'll see, because that means that possibly the last time that this was used, it was maybe working. I mean, that they had no fear of there being a cassette tape in there.
Yeah.
And it doesn't look like it was messed up at all. It just looked like it was just in there, which is good. So yeah, no, let's get the testing.
Yeah, absolutely.
This thing out.
Let's do the power supply first.
Yep, obviously. We've got all of our different things to test this out here, which is nice. We'll go in there.
So it made a sound.
It's making sounds. It's definitely powering on. Just need to actually open up the door now. I'll let the audience see this. And it's turning on, which is great. So we've got a picture. Not only that, but it also read the tape. That there is a tape in here. It's not showing.
Okay, so the ND filter, let's turn that to off.
Right.
And the focus, let's make that automatic.
Perfect.
Zebra is off.
Zooming. Working. A little stiff or sticky, but it is
zooming.
It's functioning, and it's functioning as a variable zoom.
Cool.
By pressure.
Check the viewfinder.
Yes. We'll do, because that is cracked, so it is working perfectly.
And in focus.
It's great.
Sweet.
And then yeah, so let's make sure as well our rings are working. So this is the zoom ring, which is, it's functioning, which is great. Manual focus ring is functioning. Awesome. So yeah, no, so this is already, from what I can tell, I mean, this is a camcorder that is working. The power supply. It might be the bad one, actually, to be honest with you. That is insane. The tape mechanism looks like it's working.
Yeah, let's eject the tape next.
Because it was like reading it, which usually what you'll find is it will just not read it.
I'm not going to play that one on camera because I don't know what.
Obviously, we don't know what's on that, so.
But I do have a tape here we can test with. Let's unplug that maybe.
And we can do a battery test, because I mean, that's obviously another thing about these cameras that you want to test out. Is that while it might work plugged in, big thing is you want it to work with a battery. So we'll slot that in.
Hopefully the battery has charge.
It does.
Okay.
Yeah, it's reading it.
Let's see how much battery's in it, because there probably isn't much.
Let's see. No, full charge, 379 minutes.
All right, let's switch it to playback function. Cool. And see if the lights illuminate on the top.
VCR?
Yep. So yeah.
Lights are,
illuminating there.
Perfect. Let's test it for playback.
Yep.
Cool. Does it need rewound?
No, and if so, just a little bit. It's probably...
Alright, I guess
yeah.
The moment of truth. This is a big one for this camera.
So it's reading it. We see video, and you'll see that. But when I said the tape mechanism didn't work, sometimes you do run into issues where it will not read a tape, it'll eat tapes. But also, on the one that I sold, it would play the tapes fine, but the heads inside, the play heads get dirty, or they even wear out over time. And I opened it up and I cleaned the play heads real meticulously in the correct way. It's still. So after time, the play heads just wear out and there's nothing you can do. And that's fine, again, like I said, because that doesn't mean that the camcorder doesn't function. So there's a lot of different aspects in how the tape mechanism could be not working, but is it? So far it is glitching out a bit, but it's not horrible at all, from what I can tell, at least, of like for playback. This tape also was recorded on the unit that wasn't working properly, so some of the glitches. So maybe the glitches are from that So what we should do, I just wanted to see if it would play. Okay. Let's fast forward to the end. Gonna do that. And then record some footage. Yep. And then play that footage back. Okay, shall we as well, real quick, so then the audience can see. Yeah, I think that'll work, yeah. So,
we're going to plug it into this CRT here. But this will allow us to also test this part of the unit, which is nice. We're getting picture, which is great, as you can see there.
Move over just, I think they can see it.
Yep, the moment of truth.
Yep.
Recording. So now we have started recording. We're going to be recording you guys on the camcorder there.
This is actually, I didn't think of this in terms of, this is a good way to show it playing back in real time without having to do it after the fact.
Exactly. So now I'm going to actually plug in the audio into the CRT, and then let's put it back into VCR mode, playing back what we had just recorded. Camcorder there. And we can record some of this shell.
Okay, so it is glitching.
Yeah. But while it is glitching, we are getting audio, which is great.
Yep.
We can easily just test out cleaning the head on this thing.
Yeah.
And if we want to, and
sometimes that can help, but again, this is what we're talking about where this doesn't really matter. It adds value to it if it does work, but somebody can just hook up a digital recorder to it and they just bypass this tape mechanism altogether and it has no effect. But it's glitching, no big deal. Main thing is it powers on.
It powers on.
Zoom.
It does everything.
First one, and that's what I have a feeling about this. When the people who are listing them from these liquidation sites on eBay, they don't care.
Yep.
They're not looking to get top dollar out of it. They're not looking to sit on merchandise. They just want to acquire and move.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I've sold on eBay for over 15 years, so I know how, and I've worked for companies where that's what I did. I've sold on eBay for large companies, and there's no emotional attachment on some of this stuff. They just want to, the goal is to sell it. So this will be going on eBay. It will be. Yeah, eventually I would like to have
one that has the stickers and everything.
But I'm going to clean it up. I will clean the heads. Anything else you can think of?
I don't think so. I think after that is good.
I want to say I got lucky, but this one,
a lot.
Yeah, I felt like this one was less likely.
Right.
You just got to look at the sellers, look at the feedback, look at what other items that they are selling. I had one seller on eBay who said that they didn't get a camcorder like that was parts not working. So I looked at the other items that they have for sale. And while it wasn't a mini DV, they had another Sony Digital 8 that uses the same power supply. And in their listing, they said they didn't have a power supply, so they couldn't test it. And they might not have known, but at any rate, I messaged them and said, hey, the power supply for the Digital 8 is the same as this one. Plug it in and see if it works. And it didn't. So I have a feeling some people know, but then there's other people who
just don't.
Don't care, like I said. So yeah, I want to say lucky, but I feel like it's just over time you get a better feeling for which ones you think are going to work and not. So that's awesome, man.
Yeah. No, really happy with this one for sure.
And cool. Can clean the heads and
it possibly work. I think that will be something that we can update the viewers on, maybe in a comment. But let's get to testing that FireWire port.
Sounds great.
And call it a day for the video.
Very good. Yep. Okay. Yeah, we'll get into doing that.
All right, let's do it.
All right, back. Gonna test the FireWire on it. See how that does. Got the software up and
well, that's good.
Yeah. Oops.
Perfect. So the we're getting some echo.
Yeah.
But that does mean the FireWire port is working. So what that allows for is that you can actually use the FireWire to a nice digital recorder instead of AVs.
Exactly.
So that's great. That means that this is a really nice camcorder for someone who wants to go digital.
Yep. I think I'm gonna shut this off for now and we'll do a closing.
For sure.
Okay, we're back. Just finished testing the FireWire.
Yep, which worked nice.
Everything was solid on that. So once again, this was super cool. fun video.
A great find to show off for the first episode, and as well to just properly detail how.
Yeah, it was awesome. Super cool.
How this works.
I've got more camcorders ready to go. Just got to shoot some videos for them.
For sure.
So I'll have more coming up in the future. But hopefully you guys enjoyed this. And if you did, it would be incredibly thankful from us if you would
subscribe to the Datress.
Like the video. And if you have any questions or whatever, leave it down in the comments. I'll respond to everybody.
Right.
I'll respond to all comments. So
yep.
Yeah.
And for sure, hopefully, if we find that the tape mechanism, in the end does work with some cleaning, maybe I'll
put that in the description, or I'll pin a
comment.
Yeah. So and like I said, also last thing, this will be, because I already have 2000. I'm not gonna
we already have this one.
I'm gonna put this on eBay. And I want people to be bidding and get exactly what they're looking at.
Exactly.
So,
know exactly what's functioning on it, how it looks.
Yep, and what they've got. So, all the description or all the information for that will be in the description as well.
Yep.
So, again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you with another video here in the future.
Awesome. See you guys.
Later.